Hello, here we go again. Today's date is April the 6th. We haven't got any word back from Bill Johnson's office or Brad Winstrip to confirm this digital thing that started on the 3rd this week, last Monday. So we're going to go ahead, dive right in it. We're going to try to see if we can get, let's see if we can call Bill Johnson's office first. See if we can talk to Bryce or Amber. I can figure out how to work the phone. Okay. Okay, here we go. I hope everybody out there is doing well. Excuse me. I hope whatever you asked for your birthday you got, or Christmas. We're coming up on Easter. Thank you, Lord. Big shout out to the Lord and Jesus.
Thank you for calling the office of Congressman Bill Johnson. We're currently unable to answer your call.
All right, well, we're going to move. We're going to move right on ahead, and we're going to try Brad Winstrip's office. Maybe we can talk to. Maybe we can talk to. No, can you see about if you can get Kelly? Because we're definitely not going to be talking to Brad Winstrip, but we're going to call right now, so we will see what happens here. Now. That would be a shocker.
Hi, you have reached Kelly Scheibner at the office of Congressman Brad Winstrip. I'm unavailable right now, but if you leave your name, number, and a brief message, I will call you back at the earliest opportunity. Thank you.
Hey Kelly, this is James Preston. I'd like for you to give me a call back today. It is couldn't get Kelly on the phone there. Just left her a message to call back. So we'll see what happens. Didn't really leave a number. Let's try to call Bill Johnson's office again. Can you try that again for me there, no? All right, now let's see here. Okay, we're gonna go back to Bill Johnson's second attempt. Okay. All right. All we want to know is just see if this is in fact true or not, right? I mean, because they're talking about expiring bank accounts and stuff like that with this whole thing. And here's the deal: all of a sudden, you're going to wake up.
Office, this is Bryce.
Hey, Bryce, how are you? This is your buddy James Preston here, doing a YouTube special here with you. I was wondering if you had an opportunity to find out any information on the question that I put forth to you about the digital banking.
So I have not been able to substantiate anything. Now that doesn't mean that it's not there. It's just I haven't been able to find the information yet. I'm going to keep looking though, but I haven't been able to find the information yet.
Okay. Can I give you a stand by there for just a minute? What's that one where he can watch that on? It's the financial guy. It's on YouTube, Bryce. It's
Okay.
Let me find this main character here that I watched, and you'll get a lot of information from it. And here's the thing: we're just wanting to know, is this in fact a real deal that's happening, or is it something that somebody's trying to get a bunch of views out of, or what's going on here?
Yeah, no, I completely understand.
No, okay, we're gonna take a pause right here because the information we're still learning on this or whatever. We're gonna take a pause. We'll be right back with Bryce here. So give us just a moment here. Go ahead. Okay, here we go. We found this guy here. We're gonna find out. I'll tap on here. This we gotta wait through the commercial here, Mr. Bryce. I apologize. Okay, this is, we warned you, Biden's digital dollar is coming. Okay, and this guy is, why does it say redacted? What does that mean? What does that mean, Bryce?
Redacted?
Yeah.
Usually means that information has been taken out, or not all information is being given.
Okay, now, this is what this thing is saying now. It didn't say that before. And how can I get you to see?
Redacted also can mean that the information that they put forward was not the best, and they have to remove certain information because they put forth false information.
Oh, I hope that's the case here. That's exactly what I wanted to hear. This is the best outcome that we could possibly have from this. Because if this is what this guy is doing, then he doesn't even need to be on there because he's, scary tactics and stuff like that is completely uncalled for. Look up, we warned you, Biden's digital dollar is coming.
Okay.
Let's see here. CBDC alert, redacted with Clayton Morris. Okay, that's him. Clayton Morris. That's the guy. See if you can find that, Bryce. It's a dark-headed.
Okay, I was able to find it.
Okay, you see him sitting there, black hair.
Yep, I see him.
Okay, now check out, if you will, for us, that information and see what you're gathering from that. I mean, is that in fact him, or maybe it's not? Maybe he's adding to. Maybe there's something more that I need to check out myself here.
Okay, so let me see. Are you asking if the president signed an executive order in 2020 regards to a digital dollar, or are you asking if they're implementing a digital dollar right now?
If it's in effect, because this guy that you're looking at on here, this Morris guy, says on his video that it was enacted and started this week, because you can watch the video of it. And I apologize, I need to get my act better together, and I'm apologizing to YouTube viewers right now also, because I'm still learning, and I just started this channel, as you all know, so bear with me here. But we're going to get to the bottom of it and find out, and I hope that this is not a real thing, But if you look at if you go to his channel, Bryce, you can check it out, and he plain as day says that it's starting. But that wasn't the only one, and I found other ones too that was saying the same thing. But I hope it's not. That would be a great thing, because they're talking about expiring bank accounts and stuff. Like if you start saving up to send your kid to college, which is a huge problem for me. I don't think, Bryce, I don't know how you feel about that, but why should we have to charge our fellow Americans, our people, money to go and make our country smarter? I think that schools should absolutely be bought and paid for, with the exception that you would go and then, in fact, graduate, Now, if you go for a little while and then you decide to bail because it's not for you or something, well, I think you should pay up for that, But if you go and you make yourself better and smarter, especially if you're doing something like becoming a real doctor, not these grab money or whatever people that we have nowadays, to where they don't really care about what they're doing. They just want your money and get you out the door. But anyway, I digress on that. Bryce, will you look at that and tell us what you believe or what you think? Can we call you back?
Well, just based you're welcome to call me back. I will do some looking into this. Just in his description under the video from just a few weeks ago, it looks like he's talking about an executive order that the president signed in 2022 requiring the Federal Reserve to research, experiment, and evaluate the risks and benefits of creating a digital dollar. But there's been legislation proposed by Congressman Tom Emmer that would stop that. That would not allow would not allow the Treasury to go through with the president's executive order. I will look more into this, and what I'll do is I will speak with our legislative staff in D.C., see if they can get me any sort of answer. But my guess would be is that what they're talking about, and what a lot of people are talking about, is there was probably an executive order signed a little over a year ago by the president saying you guys have to start determining if we need to start developing a system for a digital dollar for the United States. That's the way I read it. Now obviously I'm going to talk to some other people, but that's the way I understand it.
Okay. Bryce, give me just a moment here. I'm going to attempt one last time here to see if I can find, in fact, the one that it actually says. So, Noma, pause that for just a moment there so they don't have to wait for me.
I found that.
Okay, now, Mr. Bryce and I managed to find what we're looking for here. Sorry about that. It's in less than 24 hours, the U.S. dollar changes. We're going to pull that up as Bryce is looking at it also. Let me get past this here commercial. All right, this guy is saying on here, this guy, in less than 24 hours, the U.S. dollar changes forever. Morris Invest, and that was on April the 2nd when this came out.
Okay, I've got the video up here.
Okay, and if you can also read right underneath of it there where it says you'll be able to tell your kids about the U.S. dollar was once the strongest currency in the world, and you were there to watch it fall into ruin. This week, the Federal Reserve rolls out the first stages of the new U.S. digital dollar, which will bring about more control and surveillance of Americans.
Let's see what I can find.
Now, Bryce, you had mentioned, did he sign an executive order or whatever? So, yeah, let me ask you that. Did he do that for the digital dollar?
So I don't know if it was necessarily for the digital dollar, but there was an executive order signed March 9th of 2022. It's rather lengthy, but it involved digital assets and digital currency. Digital assets, I guess, ensuring responsible development of digital assets. That was just an executive order that he had signed March 9th of last year. Like I said, it's rather long. I don't know what all it states, but I know that was there.
But it went through, right?
Yeah, executive orders are signed by the president, but at any point, Congress could pass a law that would, if they pass a law that contradicts the president's executive order, the law signed by the president would supersede an executive order.
Okay.
To the best of my knowledge.
Okay. Well, the whole thing is absolutely crazy. I mean, that's just like them indicting, Trump this week and stuff. And look how that's imploding on them. But the great news about that is they finally opened it up. Now we can actually go after, key characters now, like Hillary Clinton and the Clinton Foundation and all that. That's supposed to be nonprofit, which ain't nothing but a big money laundering deal for the Clintons, and they've been getting by with that. Nancy Pelosi, who's been openly trading right in front of us, just boldly. I mean, everybody knows she does inside trading and stuff. So now they've actually just handed the keys to us to be able to go in and actually, any prosecutor now in the U.S. can just go after them now. So this turned out to be a great thing.
That is definitely something. It's true.
Yeah. All right. Well, are you going to look more into that and get back to me, or can I set up a time like tomorrow afternoon to call you back?
I'm not sure what our hours will be tomorrow with it being Good Friday, but I will look into that and I will talk to our staff and see if I can't get myself or somebody to give you some information regarding what we find with regards to digital currency being created within the last week by the Federal Reserve.
That would be absolutely stellar, and I would greatly appreciate that. And I expect nothing less whenever I call you guys, because I'm always telling everybody about how you guys is true Americans, and we're all working, and heading the right direction whenever you call Bill Johnson's office. So, all right, Bryce, we're going to let you get off here. I want to say we really appreciate you participating and jumping on here and helping us figure this out. And we're looking forward to hearing what you can find out for us on this.
Oh, you're welcome. We'll try to get some information for you.
All right, thanks a lot. Tell Amber we said hey, will you?
I will.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Bye. All right, well, now we finally figured that out. We stumbled around and kind of got it straightened out. Sorry about having to pause and stuff. Again, don't really know how to do the editing and stuff, and the only reason why that I would even do any editing is to try to keep you from just, watching me sit here trying to find information and stuff. And, there's so much. I mean, it's not just it. I mean, there's so much stuff that's going on right now that I'm trying to, sort out and stuff. And everybody is. And you know what? God bless every one of you that's doing that. Everyone that I talk to now is, they know something about something that's going on, at least now. This is not politics, this is about saving our country. We got to get this right, So it's pretty sad when you take the few mental people, and I'm telling you, in my eyes, it looks like many few mental people like that want to, dress up and like fags or whatever in front of our children, and this whole thing, pronouns and so on and so forth, are ridiculous. Anyway, want to tell everybody happy Easter. Man, it ain't about no bunny rabbits to me on Easter. Absolutely not. Thank the good Lord that the good Lord rose out of the grave, and he saved us who will acknowledge him and accept him and love him first and foremost, which we certainly do here. So huge shout out to the Lord and Jesus and all those that follow him, fellow Christians. We're just wishing the best for you on this Easter. Not for sure what else I'll be putting out right now. Got a lot of things going on. I get a visit with the boss. Might talk to him and see about maybe getting a We Talk, We the People talk out of the boss man, but who knows. So definitely love you, boss. Happy Easter to you. Happy Easter to the world famous Naomi. Love you and appreciate you. Thanks to everybody who has subscribed so far. We're going to get better. I got find better ways of putting information and stuff that I want to pull back up, as I just learned right there with Bryce. I should have had that ready to go, but I didn't, so I apologize to you guys. But hey, we're trying and we're learning, and right here we're definitely loving the Lord. If you need a prayer, or you know anybody who does, or if you got a comment about something, or and I not just a question, but I mean, if you have a question that I can ask, you know, Bryce or Amber or Kelly, any of the representative's office or whatever, feel free, and I encourage you to do so. I would appreciate it. We're going to straighten this country out. We have to. So, with that being said, God bless America. God bless you and yours. We're praying for you. Love you, Lord, and love you, boss.